Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday, y'all. Falcon Friday. Afternoon madness. Damn echo. It's your boy, OG, Mr. Y. Yeah. On this prime time in the process situation that will be on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Gonna keep y'all long, you know what I'm saying? Have a few conversations, talk about this defense, some more. Most notably Mike Hughes. We'll talk a little bit about Kyle Pitts, and things of that nature. While, people are in traffic trying to make their way home, if not already home. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody file in pretty good. What's going on, Frank? You know what I'm saying? What's happening, Sonya? How y'all doing? That I watched Good Morning Football. Watched NFL Prime. Watched First Take. I watched Colin Cowherd. What's going on, Jerome? You know what I'm saying? I have to scan across a few of the, big wig programs on networks, you know what I'm saying, to see what the conversation is. It seems like everybody is scared to acknowledge that the Atlanta Falcons have a defense. They talk around it, they tiptoe around it, you know what I'm saying? But then they feel more comfortable inventing a narrative. Well, kind of wonder what position the Atlanta Falcons would be in with no AJ Terrell coming in this game with the Buffalo Bills. And I'm like, that's what y'all gonna make the narrative of coming to this game? This is what we gonna do? And it was kind of skittish like that across the board. You're gonna make AJ the sounding board, for not, what I'm saying, it totally acknowledging. So it's like they're already trying to, build in the excuse. Like let's say we lose the game, well, they didn't have AJ, so that's what that's what we're doing across America, across the network. That's what we're doing. It's crazy to me. I mean, we got a defense that has not given up 300 yards in total offense in any game played this season. We got a defense that has gotten 12, 13 sacks so far. Yeah, we got 6 of them in one game. Yeah, okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? You got a defense that's statistically right now is ranked second overall in total defense. Second. All right, and y'all want to be scared. I mean, you hear all the time. The numbers tell you, you know what I'm saying, what your team is. All right, okay. Well, defensively, the numbers say we have a top-ranked defense after the first quarter of the season. But then when it comes down to, examining, diagnosing, what I'm saying, coming into this game against Buffalo, they're going to be without AJ Terrell, and that's kind of alarming. How the fuck is it alarming? When D. Alford and Mike Hughes have done the job at the corners. Bowman, X-Man, and JB3 have done the job at the safeties. What the fuck is alarming? You know what I'm saying? Diablo down in the middle with the green dot on, making sure everybody's in position. You know what I'm saying? Playing the underneath, gap discipline. You know what I'm saying? Not pretty much not getting caught out of position. You know what I'm saying? Defensively. But it's like y'all trying to put a narrative in place. Like, we know they're going to lose. No, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't know. Coming into this game, and we've seen 3 out of the 5 games that Buffalo's played. And y'all, a lot of y'all have been seeing me and hearing me, and I've been, watching and saying, Josh Allen gonna give you opportunities. We've seen them in that game against Carolina, against the Saints. And we saw them, just this past week against New England. And you're telling me that this number 2 overall ranked defense can't do what New England did last week? Fresh, what's happening, man? What's happening?
What's happening, OG? What's happening?
I'm kind of perplexed with these NFL aficionados, if you will, on this morning, this afternoon. From Good Morning Football to First Take to Get Up to NFL Prime to Colin Cowherd. You know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody's trying to invent an alarming narrative. Okay, AJ Terrell not playing, so there's no hope in this game for the Falcons.
Well, for one, who do they have on at their receiver spot is really that threatening? Who do they have in their receiver spot that's a top 15 receiver?
I mean, Buffalo's tight ends are more threatening than the receivers.
Exactly. Like, come on now.
I mean, if anything, that would be the conversation. Our safeties and Diablo against the Buffalo tight ends.
Yeah.
That would be the conversation.
The battle is anyway. Me personally.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're third overall in run defense. I think we're first or second in pass defense, something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
But we're number 2 overall in total defense.
Who's number 1? Last time I heard, I thought we was number 1.
I mean, well, the bye week happened, so
yeah.
And then I saw it somewhere. Listen, we was number 2, and I can't remember who was number 1.
Well, we'll just go out and prove it again,
right?
On Monday. So we'll correct that this Monday. We ain't even gonna worry about it.
oh, Jerome, is that fact? AJ practiced all week.
He was talking. I watched the presser today. He said he was 100%. He's going to play.
Okay, well,
he's at practice.
All right.
Like, come on, man.
Well, I hadn't gotten around to everything. You know what I'm saying?
I literally just watched it before I came on here with you.
Xavier, I mean that's I was looking at that and watching that game. That not knocking what New England did or has been doing. You know what I'm saying? But we got a better D.
Yeah.
On paper and on field. And you gonna tell me at home in a hostile environment and not have gone through the first quarter of the season, not giving up 300 yards in total offense in their game, creating a turnover in every game, touching the quarterback in every game, that this defense can't go out here Monday night and put pause on Josh Allen. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Nah, they creating the narrative so it's their sugarcoating way of just picking against the Falcons instead of just outright just saying, man, just feel like, yeah, y'all want the Buffalo Bills to win. Just say that.
Yeah.
Don't create no narrative to lessen the blow of saying you think the Falcons are gonna lose. That's
Right.
all that is.
Xavier said our coaches on defense will have us ready for Buffalo offense. They don't have enough weapons on offense. We match up well with Josh Allen's targets.
Not only that, I seen a stat where we are 7-1 in Monday night games.
Yeah. Now
I
here's
was
what.
just about to say this too. I was just
Yeah.
about to say this.
Yes. It was the only Brick was up there in New York for a season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a great amount of familiarity. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I hadn't talked about all week. That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Rick has seen a lot of Buffalo. He's seen a lot of Buffalo. Okay, so I mean, and he know he has some remnants of what McDermott's tendencies are up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What up, E? I mean, there's I was flabbergasted and was laughing, just kind of just laughing at this shit, this morning, because I was like, this really, yeah, of all the things that could be talking points about going into this game. Okay, I'm glad the bye week over too, Corey. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to have anxiety attacks and shit, and waiting on this game. Just the anxiety, the enthusiasm. I'm just on the edge of my damn seat. I can't wait for 8 o'clock to get here Monday night. Because it being the last game of week 6, D game, prime time, all eyes. And we put pause on Josh Allen and these Bills. Now, I ain't talking about no ticky tack, no nail biter, no, you know what I'm saying? No skeeching out, etching out, edging out. No, I'm talking about pause. I'm talking about both eyes swollen, limping to the ambulance. Pause on these Bills. It's gonna be interesting to the moment. I'm just saying, man. This, when you're looking at this team, all right, what I'm saying, everybody keep wanting to stand on the Panthers game. Again, it happened. Our quarterback had his Ricky moment. Yep, and it happened. Sure did. It did. Okay, if you still feeling some kind of way about that game, you need to go lay on somebody's couch and talk to somebody about this shit. Because clearly, most of us have moved on as per the pause we put on them Commanders.
You
You
know,
know,
people excuse for that is, oh, they didn't have Jaden Daniels. They didn't have Terry
man, I
McLaurin.
don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. We ain't got McGarry, key member of our offensive line. We ain't have a lot of bodies.
I mean, we didn't have Terrell neither.
Right. I don't want to hear that. Y'all had a capable veteran backup quarterback in there. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. I don't want to hear that about McLaren. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that. Next man up. Next man up. That what y'all say about us. This next man up. Next guy that step up. Okay, Elijah Wilkins has stepped up admirably in McGarry's place. He has one penalty in 4 games. One. And they are running to his side. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. It's funny how y'all you want to make excuses when we win, but then y'all want to jump down on 2 feet. You know what I'm saying, on your soapbox when we lose. I told you they weren't shit. No. You can say I told you so, but then when we win, y'all look for excuses to downplay the win, or we ain't win the right way, or this team was missing this, or this team was missing that. No, that's not. You don't get to do that. A lot of y'all around, you seeing the difference. You're seeing the difference. We beat we more so than anything beat ourselves against Tampa. Okay, again, Carolina, our quarterback had his rookie moment. It was what it was, along with everything else. We done hashed all that out and need to go back into that. This defense is for real, man. It is absolutely positively for real.
Yeah, 4 games of consistent play. Y'all should get on the band. Well, I ain't gonna say get on the bandwagon. Y'all should be able to get behind it.
Yes. Brick theory is for real. It is a thing. That mentality, it is for real on this team. It is. Brandon Douglas, it is a thing. Zach Harrison, it is a thing. Walker, Pierce, it is a thing. Divine Diablo is Ellis, it is a thing.
Root.
Yes, Root. Yes. Taquan coming back. Trice will be back in this thing probably next week. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I've been having this conversation. People ain't noticing. We're getting complete and fully weaponized while other teams are falling off and having injuries and things of that nature. You got to read the room. You have to read the room. Shit, our special teams, punt and kickoff, you know what I'm saying, coverage about to be back on point. Because our bodies are about to be back in on that with Troy and Hodge being back in play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just we have some things going on that people are missing because you're too busy trying to find something wrong with the team. Mike Hughes out here living his best life at CB2. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He's back at that level he was on before he got hurt last year. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that's something that is gone untalked about. You know what I'm saying? And D offered. Shout out to D offered.
Yeah, he's been filling in real nice.
What up, Ghost? Shout out to everybody in here today. Everybody. To whom all I haven't spoken to, but I'll run it down. Frank, you know what I'm saying? What's happening? Good to see you here. And Sonya, as always, it's a pleasure. Jerome, my guy. You know what I'm saying? We getting off into this Mike Hughes conversation. Xavier, E, Corey, everybody, Ghost, everybody. You know what I'm saying? How I feel. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button for me, man. Tune it up. Tune up the band, man. Hit that like button for me. But yeah, Mike Hughes is playing some admirable football at CB2. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole COC. And just you don't know, in case you don't know what that means, that's the Crash Out Crew. Yeah, that's the name of them boy back there. Crash Out Crew. Yes, because they're getting it done.
Yep,
they're getting it done
and getting takeaways.
Yes. Yes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ever since that Tampa game, they're not missing opportunities to get picks.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It's
definitely gonna be opportunities this Monday.
Yes. Josh will give you opportunities.
And Xavier Littman, I think they did open up the window for Troy and Taquan Graham.
Yeah.
Which will be some nice, just overall getting people back, period, is, nice reinforcement.
I'm thinking the timetable on Troy is next week. I think that's what I heard or what I saw on the depth chart notes. But Hodge is definitely back.
Terrell is.
Yep. But coming into these games with a different mindset, you know what I'm saying? When you got a defense, and then you coming into a game against a playoff pedigree type opponent that has some holes that this defense can take advantage of. Because again, our defense creates turnovers. Our defense disrupts the opposing offensive backfield, moves the line of scrimmage, makes things chaotic around the opposing quarterback's feet. All of that. All of that. I sat there and watched that game with them and the Patriots and shit. I was like, man, if they could do that, we've been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay. All right. And to me, the Bills' weakness on that offensive line is on JPJ's side, on that right side. Yep. which is on Pierce's side. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be an interesting thing to see what Brick is gonna be dialing up front. You know what I'm saying? To get Paul's on, you know, disrupt what Buffalo wants to do, you know, offensively. Yeah. Who? Fresh. What? Who? Your defensive expector you're gonna be keeping an eye on in this game?
Honestly, it's gonna be Rook and Dorless, and probably Zach Harrison. That rotation in that middle,
Right.
because you notice most of the majority of the time when Josh Allen is escaping, he's escaping up the middle. So I'm not worried about the outside because I feel like we have the speed on the outside. I'm just wanting to make sure we getting that good push up the middle and we stand in our rush lanes in that middle. So that's what I would say. I'm not really too much worried about the secondary. The secondary has been playing good. I'm not really worried about the defensive line neither. It's just I know the importance of trying to get after uh Josh Allen, and I'm gonna need it from that middle. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Safety. Oh, but Ghost says hiring Jeff Albrecht along with Mike Rudenberg and Nate Eiley, the aggressive schemes has made an immediate positive impact.
It's because a lot of teams are going finesse. That finesse stuff don't only works for so long.
Right, right, right. And I'm gonna switch to the offensive side of the ball.
Mhm.
It is gonna be a little because I'm beginning to think that this is gonna have to be a conversation. Um,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's gonna have to be a conversation. Um, Especially if he comes out here and has a 180, 170 all purpose, or maybe even 200, depending on how it goes. You know, all purpose from line of scrimmage type of game, running and catching passes. Um, this going to start having some MVP type of conversation because the ultimate X factor. Here problem. Here problem.
Mm-hmm.
Here problem. And
I
and
think.
and, and White and them boys on that side, on that defensive side for Buffalo gonna have their handful.
Oh yeah, Tre'Davious White, old. The other cornerback, he's just. It looked like he just declined and regressed. And their safeties are pretty decent. Linebackers are pretty decent. D line is kind of missing a few pieces. I don't know if Ed Oliver is going to play or not. Uh, who is that? That's Joey Bosa?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say washed, but he's backside of his career. You know what I mean? And as far as Bijan, I think the only thing that'll stop Bijan from which I feel like he should have got considerations last year for it. Only thing that will stop that is if this team is not winning.
Yeah.
That'll be the only thing I can see that they can really, stop Bijan from getting those considerations and those votes if overall the team is not winning.
Yeah, I was hearing that Mooney was probably going to be out this game.
I seen that too. And
Um,
honestly, I think to me,
well,
I will get rid.
I kind of expected because he took a hit. He took a helmet to the knee against Washington. He took a helmet to the knee.
I don't know if we're gonna be keeping Mooney next year. If you just gonna have an injury riddled season.
I mean, but
And the
it's
only reason I'm saying that, OG, just to clarify, the only reason I'm saying that is because we got some young talent that's getting ready to come up that we gonna have to pay.
I mean, well, it's gonna. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that we was gonna be able to. You know what I'm saying? Um, unless there was, what I'm saying, some strong team friendly conversation that was gonna go on right there. Other than that, I really didn't see us hanging on to him. For most of the reason that you just said. Um, because there's some contractual situations that are about to come up,
Mm-hmm.
and even with the financial fiscal year turnover, it's going to have to be some choices to be made, and
Yeah.
I think he's going to be one of those casualties for the most part.
I mean, he did restructure though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. I knew because when I saw the play, and I'm like, damn, that's he's already having uh, 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 what I'm saying, issues with his damn shoulder. And he
And he
takes,
was trying to get his legs up under him,
then he
not
takes a
having
helmet,
receiving and stuff.
then he takes a helmet to the knee, and I'm just like, damn, okay, I just hope it, what I'm saying, but that takes a little bit at you.
Yeah,
What I'm
for
saying,
sure.
especially when you're a speed guy, you know. I'm hoping something medical type miracle happens, what I'm
Mhm.
saying, in his recovery.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, and then the silver lining is, it's gonna give Washington some more opportunities.
I think
Um,
Washington has been doing good too with his
yeah,
opportunities he's been getting.
yeah. He has. He's made some key catches. Um, his opportunities are getting worked in. Um, to just right now, everybody's making big deals and out of certain things. I'm just like, man, I mean, if there is enough talent on this team. There's enough talent in our cabinet. On the practice squad. There's no need to be hollering about. We need to go and get this. No, we just need the next man up. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You got Washington. You got Blair. You got the other kid in the cabinet. You know what I mean? We have some things. We have some weapons in the cabinet, man. To just it's just get an opportunity.
And if I'm gonna be honest, I don't. This is the type of game where I don't see us having to air the ball out too much anyway, like that.
Now I kind of alluded to this on yesterday about our style of play. Y'all, you might, a lot of y'all might want to get yourself prepared because it ain't gonna be all that window dressing, huge, Madden fantasy football highlight shit that y'all clamoring for. Because if you notice, when we muck and yuck it, when you look at that game against the Commanders, every time we got into the red zone, we did what?
Score.
Okay, I'm just saying. And a lot of that came off the run game. You know what I'm saying? You get down there inside the 15, you dump it out and deflect the cow. You hitting Psycho Drake, you know what I'm saying? In the cut, across the goal line. Tyler running folk over from 15 yards out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Bijan doing Bijan things. Like I said about three weeks ago, we got 4 reasons why this offense is a 28-point a game offense. Now, this young man, number 7, number 7, him running a little different. He running a little different. Y'all know, you got the more than I'll try to arm tackle him. He's sliding up out of that.
Yeah. Honestly, Bijan, like, because I didn't get a chance to really just, grow up watching a lot of football, and I didn't get to see a lot of the greats and stuff like that. But Bijan is one of the first running backs I've seen that there's no real way to really tackle him. You just have to get him down any way you can, because that arm tackling, he's going right through that. And then I done seen people line him up. He didn't hit him with the dead, and I'm up out of there. He left you in the dust looking around like,
open field and in a phone booth.
Man. So, boy's slippery.
It's unfair. It's unfair. Even in to me, his ability in a phone booth to lose you.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, dude, they got that on film.
I ain't gonna lie, he made me mad in Washington with the Washington game when he slowed his butt down. Hey man, run all the way through the thing. You can literally tell. It's like, and that's what's scary. It's like you can literally tell he's moving fast, but you still can tell he geared down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, he slowed down. So, boy, that man, fast. You lucky he slowed down and he let you down there pretty much tackle him.
Yep. Xavier says they know right now the strength of our O-line is run blocking. They're capable pass protection, but them boys like to smack people in the mouth. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. They do. Yes, they do.
Yes, sir.
And then just why be the one getting hit when you can go hit somebody on offense? You don't really get a chance to go hit somebody. Why not take the opportunity to go do it? Come on, man.
See, Xavier, you in here shaking up the test tube, man. Some of those, a couple of them names, I'm not, I ain't ready to put that on him like that. I'm still sticking with my Roger Craig analogy. That's what I'm sticking. Yeah, I'm sticking with that right now. I'm sticking with that right now. Because I'm just Gail and Barry. I'm not. I ain't ready to going up in that territory just yet. You know what I'm saying. I'm just that's we're talking about a different room when you get to talking about Gail and Barry. That's a different room.
What about
that's a different room. So I'm gonna wait a little while before I saying to get before I go up in that room there. with,
Would you
with,
put him
with
in the room with AP?
who? Adrian Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different style. Adrian, that's a different style. Um, but the results are kind of sort of the same from them though.
Mm.
We can you can you know, because right now I'm Roger Craig, Tony Dorsett.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just Xavier. I know G, but his talent is truly something I picture when I think about running styles. He changes direction effortlessly, and he catches like a receiver. Roger Craig, Tony Dorsett, Roger Craig, Tony Dorsett. Saying at this particular juncture, you know.
Okay.
Okay, you know the man look, okay, market back. I'm gonna get to that skew. You know what I'm saying? Because people are continuously asking that question. I mean, look, the market has been set, bro. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And we got you know 10 games to go in this season. And you know what I'm saying, the engine is starting to get rolling on him, you know. You know what I'm saying? I still see him at about 950 to 1,000 yards, you know what I'm saying, seven or eight touchdowns, maybe 10 or 11 at this point. And the market the market has been set. Now, you know, when it gets down to that point, you know, I mean, his money is his money. You know, I mean, it depends on what's going on in that room with him and that agent and Terry. You know, and Junior Blank. That it depends on what that conversation is. I mean, if Drake is really truly honestly trying to be here, you know, I mean, it's it's probably gonna be around, you know what I'm saying, a number around 25. You know, and see when you talking about Jefferson, Chase, and Higgins. Now, okay, the T Higgins and Chase, they're getting 16-8 each per. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere from 16-8 to maybe 22 or 23 or something like that. Yeah. You know, like I said, it depends on what the conversation is and how bad Drake want to be here.
I think by the time we decide to pay Drake, the cap situation will be right to where we can,
Yeah.
satisfy, keep the team together and keep, not get another Julio Jones type of situation, but also keep our player, one of our main stars, happy, young core pieces.
Well, you know, when I see Drake and how he moves and how he talks, I don't see Julio. You know, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. You know, with that divish bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But that's another Oprah.
I don't think he would do that neither, as far as behavior wise. But
Right.
I'm just saying, as far as us on the money end, let's not get into a situation like that. But then again, like you just said, behavior wise, that was why that kind of resulted that way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm looking at T, um, Kenny McCardell, you know what I'm saying, type money. Uh, you know what I'm saying, because that 26 to 31 million a year, that no, 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 no. Like I said, it depends on what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in that room.
by the time that come up, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and he is. And he is, you know. He said Xavier says T. Higgins got 4 years, $150 million contract. That's with the first two fully guaranteed.
That's
Okay.
not a bad deal for
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a 22 million a year if he wants 30 and I let him. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. If he's looking for Jefferson money, then
Mm.
yeah, it's not really too much to talk about. Um, you know, I mean, because you got two excellent receiver classes coming up. All
Yeah.
right, I'm just saying, you
And
got
then
two you got two excellent receiver classes that's coming up out of the NCAA over the next this year and next year. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at it like that. I mean, we can go to the grocery store and what I'm saying, get some more vittles in it, what I'm saying, for the receiver room. Just saying. And that's not saying I don't want him, but I mean, it, it, 30 mil, 30 mil. I need more for 30 mil.
yeah,
I need 1,500 and what I'm saying, and like 15, 16, 17 touchdowns. You
you need a
know,
triple crown
and
winner. You need a triple crown title, honestly.
and close to 200 catches. I'm just saying, you know, what I'm saying, for 30 mil.
I think at the end of the day, I think he will get kind of what Xavier Littman said with T. Higgins kind of deal. I think he'll get somewhere right there, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 29. Maybe.
We was talking earlier. I mean, unfortunately, with what is going on with his shoulder, what I'm saying, and then he took a helmet to the knee against the Commanders, which is the other reason why he's going to be out for this game as well. I'm hoping they can get him back out there. I mean, but at this rate, his unavailability is probably going to be the reason he's going to be out the door.
Somebody else is going to be out the door too after this year. I think we are going to have to look at trying to get a receiver in the off season, maybe a couple, depending on if you just really want to get you some guys versus just taking what you got in house. Because Ray
Yeah,
Ray is going to be
and then
gone.
like man Mike been talking about, you know what I'm saying? You you want to, you're going to be in there, and with that, you're going to be in there asking, what I'm saying, MPJ, you know what I'm saying, what is your thought process? You good
Yes,
with what you want this guy here, or you have
exactly.
an idea for a type of receiver that you want for, how the game you want to play?
Now, a guy I think that will fit MPJ really good is up there. One guy is up there in the Giants. Jalen Hyatt. Remember that the kid who put that 5 touchdown game up 200 some yards up on Bama?
Yeah.
That kid.
Yeah.
That's more his game, that downfield throwing, and there go that Fitz Penix right there.
Yeah.
And I don't think he will cost much because he hasn't really done that good with the Giants. But that's if you look at how the quarterback situation and the offensive line situation and all that's been going, you'll see why he doesn't really get the play like he should.
Right.
And then not only that, I think his development plan was mishandled too.
That is true. That is true. Well, let's go here. Let's go here.
I don't think so. He can't be.
I mean, slightly.
I think if the Bills come in here and write him off, they will be killed. They will be killed and shed of their skin and made of a rug.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, for how he's doing it, people are really not taking in consideration, exactly what he is doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm looking at it like is it under the radar or is it underrated?
Maybe
from
I'm gonna say underappreciated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one because I feel like everybody, ever since his rookie season, everybody's been wanting him to get back to that and continue to do that. And it's like, man, each and everybody's season is going to be different. Each season is going to play out differently. That would just that season right there just so happened he got the last good bit of a Hall of Fame quarterback, and then he got thrown scraps. So
right,
and then not only that, he still had to go through a developmental plan too. You ain't heard nobody complain about him blocking no more.
I mean,
he out there pancaking people.
Look, y'all heard me for the last 2 years was saying that he had to learn how to be a tight end. Okay, he needs to learn how to be a tight end. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, well, he did. I'm like, well, okay, he did what he did his rookie year because he had a future Hall of Fame quarterback throwing him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And he's had what, three quarterbacks since him?
I think more.
3 or 4 quarterbacks since him.
Yes, you had Taylor Heineke, you had Kurt, you had Mariota. That's 4 right there.
Yeah.
Now you got Penix. That's
if you
don't count Penix, that's 5.
Yeah, he had 4 quarterbacks since Matt. All right. You know what I'm saying? And that could hinder a thing or two.
Then when he got hurt.
Yeah. Xavier said he's playing with a different effort this year as well. His blocking has improved. Yeah, his blocking has improved, and his effort is different because there is stability at the quarterback. Yeah, that's it's stability at the quarterback. But yeah, and definitely his blocking has improved, which has helped. You know what I'm saying? Our run game essentially. Coming into Monday night, it's going to be interesting because I had this feeling that Buffalo is going to sail out to keep a grip on
the run game
on Bijan.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to sell out, which I think for the most, for even the most part, is going to be where Kyle has a game. I
If I
think I think this is going to be one of them ones where Kyle gets off because Buffalo is going to be selling out to stop Bijan.
honestly, OG, I don't even think they can sell out to stop Bijan because you can only sell out to stop him running the ball. You can't
Uh-huh.
sell out from stopping him from catching it. And that's a penalty if you stop it and you trying to stop him from going on routes, going out and stuff like that. That's penalty right there. So we'll take that all day. I take a penalty touchdown all day. Go ahead and penalize you right down to that 1 yard line. Walk it right in on you. So I, it's just honestly to be honest, it's it's funny because it's like the only way I really see Kyle Pitts being stopped is if we are not using him, because you can't lock in, you can't really just sell out for the run
Yeah,
like that.
and then like I said, day before yesterday, Kyle is slowly becoming our second ultimate X factor.
Yes.
You know, because you know he's getting mobile on routes. His route running has gotten a whole lot better.
Yes, I like the fact that he's playing to his size and going through contact, not letting the little hand fighting stop him. I'm appreciating that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Xavier. Yeah, yeah. And now that right there could be, you know what I'm saying, that could put that could put Penix on demon time with his arm. That could put him on demon time because he you know what I'm saying, in he's very decisive. He's gotten that rookie moment out of his system, you know, and you know what I'm saying, and he comfortable in taking what the defense gives him. Okay, if you're gonna shell and stay deep over the top, all right, and the dink, 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 dink. Next thing you know, he's 11 for 11 for 150 yards and a touchdown. And now you're trying to figure, okay, no, what the hell just happened? Yeah,
Even
yeah,
with that shell, your middle is still pretty vulnerable.
mm-hmm.
So I
And
definitely
you know, Ski, you're asking some Walter Cronkite type questions. I'm trying to get to them one at a time. Okay, you know, but Kyle Pitts, um, I think this is gonna be this game has his name written all over it. If especially coming off the game that Buffalo just had with New England, this game has his name written all over it. Because if you're a defensive coordinator coming in, get ready to play us, and I'm looking like, okay, we cannot let Bijan do that.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot let him do that. No, you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, your front seven plus the safety crunching. All right. I'm gonna feed you a little bit of run game. I'm gonna feed some run game just to, you know what I'm saying, just to see how hard you're biting. And I'm gonna get him down the seam or get him on an angle or out. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes say or get get him on the underneath shuffle. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? Then turn 5 yards into maybe 10. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that. You know, There's a lot that can happen. Hey there, Mr. Knight.
Honestly, OG, the way I was just sitting here thinking, the way the Bills are coming in here, it's down there almost set up for us to win. Because you think about it, they struggled against the Saints. Got out of there with that win, but struggle with the Saints. Then you come and you lose to your in division rivalry with the Patriots. Now you're trying to fight to get back. You're down and wounded right now.
Yeah,
It's
because like I said,
right now.
you're looking weak on the right side of that offensive line because that's where New England got that pressure on him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you know what I'm saying, and I think that's going to be an attacking point, by Brick. You know what I'm saying, along with our gorillas up front. You know what I'm saying, collapse in the middle. I mean, if Josh is running for his life more than he's throwing the ball, it's right into our hands. And if you couple that with the rain game getting off, or we have at least 3, sustained long drives that run, 6, 7, 8 minutes, something to that effect. If we're winning the turnover battle and the time of possession battle, we should win this game. We should win this game. Rich Knight says, run the ball, play solid defense, and take shots downfield when you can. If the team does that, they should win the game on Monday night. Extra key, capitalize on turnovers. Sound better when you say it.
hey, full breakdown. We appreciate that. You stay nice. You feel me? Yes.
But this, I'm looking for coming to this game. To be quite honest, I'm not necessarily worried about what the offense is going to do, because I believe that we could run the ball at will, and that's going to cripple this game. It's going to take possessions away from Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? I want to see our defense get off.
Yes.
I want to see our defense get off nasty. Put pause on Josh Allen. Put pause on Cook. You know what I'm saying? No yak. And no yak. No yards after the catch. You know what I'm saying? Solid tackle. You know what I'm saying? With that's in open field and in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you get there, wrap up.
Exactly. Please, first man, wrap up. Let somebody else come along and strip the ball out. Don't be the hero. Make the smart play. And Ski, that's my X factor, really. Right? I'm not worried about the players or the team itself. I feel like we have the talent on both sides of the ball. It comes down to coaching right now. This is the first game I can say that came along. It comes down mainly coaching. Because you coach the way we need to, we should win this game. I'm not going to say easily, but respectably, we should win this game.
Stay your ass out the way and let the coordinates coordinate. Plain and simple. Stay your ass out the way. You know what I'm saying? Throw the red flag when you need to throw the red flag. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that ain't looking or sounding right, call the timeout and get everybody get it together. What we doing here? Okay.
Talk to the refs when you need to talk to the refs.
Yeah. Other than that, stay your ass out the way and let Zach and Jeff coordinate. Rose said the Bills and the Falcons are number 1 and number 2 in passing defense in terms of total yards. However, the Bills are next to last in rushing defense, while our Falcons are middle of the league for it. Ha.
There we go. Oh yeah, appreciate you, Ghost Peppers.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So if our best against their weak link, which is their run defense,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? The best part of our offense, which is our run game, because we can run at will. You know, and then like I said, that's gonna make the Bills defense. You know what I'm saying? When you get that safety, you know what I'm saying, creeping down there inside that box. You take a step, one step or 2 minutes, or two, stepping down there too many times. Take that shot. Take that shot. You know what I'm saying? But I want to grind them down, man. We run, eat clock, take possessions away. You know what I'm saying? We have drives. You know what I'm saying? 6, 7, 8 minutes long. We if we have 2, 3, 4 of those, that means Josh Allen ass is on the sideline over there.
To go along with what you're saying with the control, I don't even think I ain't gonna say we don't need them, but even without some turnovers, as long as we cause a few 3 and outs, we good. And I just looked at the Bills' schedule. They really haven't played nobody. The two teams they might have really have played is the Patriots and the Ravens. That was probably the best two teams they have played out of their first 5 games.
Right.
And see, they struggled with both of those teams, and then you struggled with a bottom of the tier Saints team. So I think coming in, I think we deserve a lot more respect than what everybody is giving us, because we better than the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Saints. Patriots, you know what I'm saying, they on the come up. I mean,
I'm take a look back at do we? Let me see. Yeah, we do play them.
Yeah. We play them. We play their whole division. We play them right after. I think we either play them before or after it's before before we go out of the country game. Yes, it's before the Colts game, before we go out of country.
So we play them after 49ers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll play Colts, and then
Bills,
the Panthers.
49ers, Patriots, Colts. Yeah, all right, okay. All right. Let's close the deal on the AFC East.
Yeah. And I was gonna say this, for as far as the Ravens, we have a better record than the Ravens. So technically, we have a better record than all these teams but the Patriots.
Look, man, them motherfuckers cooked.
Basically, you see, they starting to kind of trade off players and stuff like that. Yes, yep. You know what that means. Once trades start,
yeah.
Once the trades start happening, you know what that means. Somebody is about to lose their job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, this is exactly what you said, Ski. Coaching, and that's why I'm always say that's the X factor without it being said.
Right. So it's cool to say Kyle Pitts is formulating a ultimate X factor along with Bijan in his offense. This statistically, the numbers are not telling any lies about this Atlanta Falcons defense. We are what the numbers say we are. You know. What's up, Raymond, I'm sorry. How's it going? Appreciate you for joining. You know what I'm saying? But defensively, we are what the numbers say we are. You know what I'm saying? And winning this game on Monday night is going to go a long ways to echoing that. You know, we win the turnover battle, don't turn the ball over, wrap up, tackle strong, no yak. Pretty much do what we've been doing defensively.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Putting the ball back in the offensive hand. The more opportunities that our offense gets, the better the rhythm, you know what I'm saying, that they get in and things happen like they did in the game against the Commanders. You know, get off the field on third down, you know, get the ball back, you know what I'm saying, to our offense and you know, get a rhythm, get momentum, you know what I'm saying, and you have things where you know, offensively you get in the red zone, you know what I'm saying, 5 times and you score touchdowns 4 of those times. All right. Most times out of the minute, you're gonna win that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Let's see. He said the Eagles game is a prime example of good teams can be beat, but the Giants have a better defense than us.
And they really don't. They really don't have a better defense than us.
They
Their
may
secondary
have a
is
better.
not.
They may have a better front.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just say front four. Not even they
Okay.
linebackers are better than ours.
They may have a better front. You wait for Neighbors to be back healthy in that with Jackson Dart. You know what I'm saying? It's the Giants are a better team than what they have played like. I put it this way. I did question some of their executive decisions. And right now I'm still questioning it. Until things get consistent offensively, then I'd be like, okay, I see why y'all made that move. All right, you know. But it's okay. So that means Russ may be back in there next week. Because yeah,
But he finished the game.
well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to dig up that news, you know, to see what you know what I'm saying, to see what that is, what that'll be about up there. Because he took a knee to the skull.
Yeah, I see that. I was like, oh my goodness.
He did. He took a knee to the skull. Um, you know, I that game right there. I didn't understand the Eagles not making the adjustment offensively to combat the pressure that the Giants were getting. You know, just
They couldn't. They couldn't. You know what it was, OGC? The Eagles got outside themselves and stopped trying to. They trying to prove that they can throw the ball and stuff. And guess what? Got exposed. And by the time they wanted to try to start running the ball, they was already down too much. And now you're forced to make Jalen Hurts Superman. You force him into that cape now, and he didn't deliver.
you lose to a playoff team, and then you lose to a team that's, you know, trying to get it going. You'll mess around and you're gonna put yourself in a quicksand situation. You know, it was once things start going bad, and then the more you try, the worse it get. You know,
And then that's an individual rivalry game, so those games can always go left and right too. just to
Right.
kind of throw that
Mm-hmm.
tidbit out there too, not to, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
His fake ass is cooked. That's the
Yeah,
update.
still on the slow burn.
His fake ass is cooked. Critter rate 8. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? I have nothing good to say about that dude. You quit on your team. I have nothing good to say about that dude. Dre said the Giants defense was Swiss cheese. Last night,
yeah,
Hurts just wasn't accurate on some throws. Those sacks was Hurts trying to escape late. You know, it is what it
what
is. They were getting pressure. They was making things uncomfortable back there. I mean, when he's trying to escape sacks, which means they're disrupting the offensive backfield. So, I mean, Go said we have trouble with scrambling QBs, gaining first downs, especially on third and long. We usually collapse the pocket and the QBs take off and gets first down. Baker killed us. Allen could do the same. I, I mean, yeah, a quarterback has taken off for a run in all 4 games. Um, we managed to plug the leak a little bit, you know. But in this, based on what I've seen from Buffalo this year, um, most notably, you know what I'm saying, the Saints game and this New England game, I think we can put a cap on that. I think we can put a cap on that. You know,
I don't even feel like Baker really killed us. They
he got
offensive line got away with
he
some holding,
yeah,
boy.
he had that 117-yard, you know what I'm saying, sprint out, to the other side. It it happens. You know what I'm saying? I think the fact that it doesn't happen in every game is what's bothering people. I mean, but
Yes, but it's if you watching the play, it's like, bro, why are y'all not calling holding call? I better see some holding calls this Monday for
yeah,
us. I bet not see us getting held on national TV.
because our Rickers ain't getting no love with that.
Yeah, exactly. Especially,
Walker and
yeah.
Pierce is not getting any love with that.
Well, I didn't see people bear hug both of them.
Yeah,
Now, no technique, no form, straight. Nah, just grabbed them. I'm like, bro, y'all not. You're sitting here literally looking at them. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I know we just need to execute our gap discipline a lot
Exactly.
better than what we've been doing. That's all that is. That's all
Honestly, I
that
think we
is.
kind of have one with LaKale London.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
watch
We do.
LaKale
We just
London, he's pushing that pocket, bro.
we
That
we
run is
we just
really
need to execute gap discipline a lot better than what we've been doing. That's a simple fix to that.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're we're not giving up 200 yards in the run in the game. I mean, what's happening is a fixable thing.
I think we barely even given up 100 yards at least to a running back alone. I
Right.
don't know. I don't think no running back has 100 yards that we've played yet. No, nope, nope.
Yeah, we got a better run defense, which led to us to be top 5 defense. Okay, sound better when you say it, Auntie.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No more of
well,
them short little bull crap passes that people get to pull off on us just for a little first down.
mm-hmm. The Bills will have Bijan, Tyler, Pitts, Drake, Penix. Problem. Yeah. Yeah. Again, the 4 reasons that I said Well, you add yeah, yeah.
You know what?
The 4 reasons we have a 28 point a game offense. Yeah.
You know what, OG? I'm gonna put an X factor out there. I'm gonna pull a K Styles. My X factor gonna be Mike Ford.
Ooh.
He's caused 2 turnovers on special teams.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say Mike Ford causing a special teams turnover, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go K Styles on him. I'm gonna go to the
Can,
special teams getting us a turnover.
can we block a punt or a field goal?
Hey, we've done it. We have done it. Hey, I'm gonna put it on the special teams to make a play this game.
Right. Yeah. 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 That can be. That will be. You know what I'm saying? But shoot. Well, man, we've been in this thing about an hour and 25, man. On this lovely Friday. Yeah, Drake. Yeah, Drake. He is. He is.
When they showed that replay of him yelling at old boy, he dropped the ball. That was hilarious.
Mhm.
I could not stop laughing. I had replayed that video at least 20
It's
to 30 times.
it's ski. I don't know what you're talking about, but Mike Hughes has played awesome ball. When we've talked about Mike Hughes solidifying that CB2 over there, and no, he don't need to be benched. He's been playing if his name is not being called, when your name is not being called, that means you're doing something back there.
I mean, he gave up 1 touchdown.
One.
Everybody gonna give up one.
One.
Give some touchdowns up. It's a long season. If you don't think as a cornerback, if you don't think you're not gonna give one up, you got another thing coming. So, but as far as everything else, he's been what he you got to remember, he was a first round pick at one point.
Yeah. Well, Auntie, we got 4 reasons that is a very viable happening. I mean, we got 4 reasons why this is a 28 point a game offense. So, I mean, like one say, pick your poison.
The 4 horsemen.
Yes.
4 horsemen of Atlanta offense.
You know what I'm saying? But once again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining. I appreciate you all for tuning in always. You know what I'm saying? Every stream, I greatly appreciate it for tuning in. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend, share it out. You know what I'm saying? Share it out. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't already locked in, subscribe to Mr. White Network. Strive for 500. And keep it rolling. And keep expanding. Young man, fresh. Give the people something that's on your mind for the closing thoughts. We can get out of here.
I predict a solid win. We win on all phases of the game, and we get our respect on Monday. That's my closing thoughts.
Right. Ground and pound. Grind and grind. All the way down. You know what I'm saying? Muck and yuck. That's dirty bird football to me.
Derek Lewis style.
Yeah,
the Black Beast.
Yeah, that's what we gonna see on Monday. That's how we gonna win on Monday, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Tune in tonight, ATL Sports End Game with the rest of the fellas. If I ain't sleep, y'all probably see me in there too, as well. Hey, gotta keep it gotta keep it dirty, and most notably, gotta keep it real with yourself. Let your next choice be your best choice. For the young man fresh, I am the OG Big Sam, aka Mr. White. Y'all have a blessed Friday evening. We out.
Peace.